Hey guys, Michael here. Now, waking up and ascension, big topics, very, 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 very big topics. And you'll see often things like this, like I'm woken up, and you'll be wondering, what does that mean? Like, what does it mean to be woken up? And for a lot of people, that's confusing. What does it mean to be ascending? And you'll see things like ascension symptoms, blah. And like, I'm waking up, the world's waking up, and you might be sitting there maybe confused, maybe just going along with it, or just agreeing that the world's waking up. But let's talk about the core of what ascension and waking up is. When you wake up, you have that ability just to listen and look and see, and not just just see it at face value, but like see what it is. And more than that, that you're able to see within your own heart and your own mind and like see what you're becoming in the process. And that's a huge part. That is an absolutely huge part. That it's the waking up within that really makes the difference. Where you have the ability to just listen. Just listen even for a moment inside you. That really tells you that you're waking up, and you're able to look in the mirror. And when you look in it, you're able to see yourself and who you are and what you're becoming. And that's where ascension comes in, because it's like, in all this, what am I becoming? And people will often talk about it where they'll say, we're just going to be conduits for our higher self. And then others people say, like, we should just be here for ourselves, and we should just be learning everything for ourselves. And I find the answer often lies somewhere in the middle. And that's where it really matters, because, like, here's what you do. We are here to, like, we've got, like, our spirit. Let's say it's here. Okay, I don't know why it's getting it, but let's say it's here. And then down here we have the body. And then there's the soul. And it's like, and some people might say, well, the spirit's part of you, and yes it is. And the soul's a part of you, and yes it is. And then you have the whole conscious bodies and the auras all around you. And the chakras throughout you, it seems like you're really separated and everything else. But that's what it means to be multidimensional. You are a multidimensional being. The spirit, the soul, the chakras, the minds, the etheric fields. Like, all of this comes together in one giant, beautiful package. And that's what it really means in the ascension process, to understand that and waking up. And being able to see the world at its face, more than its just face value, and the rest of the universe. That's what it means, all in all. Because, like, you have the spirit, you have the soul, you have the other conscious bodies. Like, not only with just the 7 chakras, the other ones that are above you and below, like the soul star and the earth star. And then you have the ones even in your hands, and then the energy meridians, and then even right down to your soul. And you may be thinking, that's all so complex, and some might say beautiful, or even kind of scary to even just approach all of that. But it's worth it, because at the end of the day, when you go home and you look in the mirror, you get to see you, and you gotta know where you're going in all of this. And I'm sorry if this video is a little fast, but that's what it means to be woken up and ascending. It's a merging between the body, the mind, the spirit, the soul, where they all come in to an agreement together. They come into an alignment. And they're no longer just separated entities of themselves, where they're just thinking and interconnected at the same time. And you realize this as you're moving through different mindsets. Like, I'm thinking up right here with my head right now, and then I can really think down with my heart how I feel about you guys, and how I really want people to know this. And, like, even to my most core level, with soul, spirit, and everything, this is something you need to know, that all this in the end is we are learning about ourselves in this body with this identity. And then when you come back together and you see your past as you go through this ascension process, you get to see everything else. And what does the spirit gain in all of this? It gains that extra identity you made here, because you can't teach something that's very old. You create a new identity, and when they come together, and it's a blending of new experiences that change everything and makes you much more better of a person as you are. And that is the whole thing about ascension. We're moving back to each other. And when that happens, we can learn at a rate that is so much faster and greater. But at this point, I think I'm going to end this video here. But I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I really hope this has touched some of your hearts and gives you a much better understanding of what it means to be woken up and going through the ascension. Have a great day, guys.